Okay, felt a subtle calling to do a short video on my experience on following your intuition and standing up for your convictions. There's a lot of spiritual videos out there and information, and at the end of the day, I feel the greatest determinant of someone's spirituality, their progress, is their ability to discern and to stand up for their convictions and what they hold as truth. And this has been a journey of humbling journey, really deepening my faith. And I felt the calling. Been exploring to wow. I felt a calling in my soul to follow the right to travel, to not consent to the DMV system and that control mechanism that I know to be slavery and not for people's highest good. And I know that rubs a lot of people the wrong way. Anytime you look up right to travel videos, there's nearly infinite amount of hate and trolling that comes out of the woodwork, which is interesting to see. Which definitely tests your faith. You sure you want to follow this conviction? You sure you want to look like a fool? Like some crazy sovereign citizen? It's typically the slandering term. Just like with Convid 1984, QAnon, conspiracy theorist, was the slandering term if you questioned the narrative. So questioning the DMV system, standing up for your right to travel, is now you're slandered as a sovereign citizen conspiracy theorist, which is okay. But I felt a calling to stand up for it, and I felt really unprepared. And I just felt that burning in my soul. So I let my registration expire. Didn't even get insurance. And been traveling now for 2.5 years without registration, insurance. Do have a license, but it's not. And it's been very interesting. I had a encounter with I'll just speak the truth as it is, the road pirates. The cops. Saw my expired registration plate, and I just felt my soul like, I'm gonna stand up for my conviction. This is meant to happen. And I felt a lot of fear, and there was like four or five cops involved just for a peaceful person traveling. Didn't even violate any UCC traffic codes, commercial codes. Didn't even violate any of those except for their commercial code of registering your property with them. And it gave me a $1,800 ticket, and I felt a lot of fear. Like, oh, I need to submit to this authority, that conditioning that we've all been conditioned with in this society, to give up our power to false authorities. And something inside me was like, I'm gonna stand up my convictions in this situation, no matter what. And found a Right to Travel forum on Facebook, and amazing person, Eddie. I'd like to write him a thank you. He just gave me some advice and gave me a simple phrase. I believe it's refusal for cause without dishonor, without prejudice. You write that diagonally across your ticket, faxed to the court before the date, and pretty much refused to consent to their attempt to contract with you, to get you under their jurisdiction. And at times I didn't really believe it, but I do feel in my heart, my soul, that free will is the supreme law of the universe, and no one can violate your free will, not even a overpowered monolithic American government. Even they need your consent. If they can't get your consent, they can't have any jurisdiction, any power over you. This whole system of sandcastle, it's all built on people giving up their consent. It all falls apart when people take back their power and say, I'm not going to give you my consent anymore. And so, sure enough, I wrote that over my $1,800 ticket and faxed it to the court, and they gave me another warning, tried to intimidate me, and I asked for proof that they received my refusal for cause. I did handle it very politely. Sure enough, they did. And boom, ticket was completely dismissed off my record. I just went to the DMV yesterday and it's not there. And funny enough, 6.5 years ago, I was the passenger in my sister's vehicle, and I wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and I guess I must have gave up my driver's license. I don't know why. And so there's a $25 ticket for that. That is preventing. It's preventing me from getting a new license because someone stole my wallet recently. Had my license in it. So yeah, very ironic that the $1,800 ticket was, let's see how we can do this. It was dismissed, but the $25 ticket, it definitely seems completely legal. As a passenger, I wasn't operating the vehicle in any capacity. That's holding me up from getting a new license. Life is pretty funny that way. So, yeah, I thought, I saw that got dismissed. I was like, wow, I was in disbelief. And still a little disbelief, and it's amazing to follow your convictions and see where it goes. The collective brainwashing is so deep in people, and definitely in me, that it can be difficult to break out of it. Even when you break out of it, I was just shocked that ticket was dismissed. It's eye-opening for me. I've been continuing to travel with expired plates and no insurance. And I had another encounter with a road pirate, a cop that was waiting out, stalking me because he saw my plate was expired. I got in my vehicle and immediately pulled in behind me. And before that, I was just repeating that I'm a man of conviction, I'm a man of faith, having a lot of doubts about my circumstances, about my place in this world. And I said, you know what, Holy Spirit, I have in faith. This is meant to happen. I trust in you. I give this experience up to you. And it ended up being the most friendly interaction I've had with the cop. And the guy just said, gave me a warning, tried to get me for drugs for some reason. Probably because I had some licorice root in my passenger seat. But yeah, he just let me go. Said, gave me a warning, and that was it. And I felt another way that's really bolstered my faith and encouraged me to follow my convictions and encourage you to follow your convictions, to follow what you hold as truth. I just want to quickly say too, during Convid 1984, I felt a really strong conviction to not put on that mask. It brought up a lot of inner turmoil. I didn't know that the collective groupthink was that strong in me, and I'd be trembling with fear. I can't do this. Why am I doing this? Before I walk into a grocery store without a mask. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, I'd be, see if we can get this. Sorry for that. Be trembling in fear. And, you know, it all worked out. I faced a lot of harassment. I faced a lot of mean mugs. But in the end, it really brought me in closer connection with Holy Spirit, with myself, so much deeper level. And I'm grateful for that opportunity. And it's just so interesting because there was another time where I was just like, you know, I'm really worn out. I'm sick of doing this on my own. I'm just gonna put on a mask. I had a fake mask. And even doing that felt like it was an injury to my soul. It was painful inside. And 99% of the time when I go into stores, I didn't wear a mask. I wouldn't see a single person that did the same. There's maybe just a small handful of occasions out of like a couple hundred. And then, but just so happened to be that those few times I compromised and put on a mask, right away I'd see someone that wasn't wearing a mask and I'd be in shock. Like, what the heck? It was like a sign from Source to encourage me. And I went up to him like, hey, thanks for not putting on a mask, and took mine off. And that further bolstered my conviction. And, ooh, I caught it this time. Yeah, and there was still a lot of doubt. I knew in my heart that Convid 1984 narrative was completely false. And now it just continues to reveal itself as a fraud. And I'm grateful I followed my convictions, and I encourage you to follow yours. Take you to beautiful places. It'll bring you the fulfillment you're looking for. Thank you.